Happy Friday, boys and girls. So on Tuesday, Miss Bohler had a bad case of stripes, as you can see. And so I thought that today you would enjoy listening to a bad case of stripes and see what happens when you get a bad case of stripes. So I want you to meet Camilla Cream, who loved lima beans, but she never ate them. All of her friends hated lima beans, and she wanted to fit in. Camilla was always worried about what other people thought of her. Today, she was fretting, even more than usual. It was the first day of school, and she couldn't decide what to wear. See her picking out her outfits on what to wear and her face? Her mother ran into the room and screamed too. "Oh my heavens, you're completely covered in stripes!" This was certainly true. Camilla was striped from head to toe. She looked like a rainbow, just like Miss Bohler. "Do you feel all right?" "I feel fine, but just look at me." "You get back in bed this instant. You're not going to school today." Camilla was relieved. She didn't want to miss the first day of school, but she was afraid of what the other kids would say, and she had no idea what to wear with these crazy stripes. That afternoon, Dr. Bumble came to examine Camilla. "Most extraordinary. I've never seen anything like it. Are you having any coughing, sneezing, runny nose, aches, pains, chills?" "No," Camilla said. "Well, then, I don't see any reason why you shouldn't go to school tomorrow." Now Camilla's got to go to school tomorrow. The next day was a disaster. Everyone at school laughed at Camilla. They called her Camilla Crayon. Night of the living lollipop. She tried her best to act as if everything was normal. But when the class said the Pledge of Allegiance, did you see her turn into a flag? Oh, Camilla. The other kids thought this was great. One yelled out, "Let's see some purple polka dots." Sure enough, Camilla turned all purple polka dotty. Someone else shouted, "Checkerboard!" and a pattern of squares covered her skin. Soon everyone was calling out every sort of name. That night, the principal called. "Oh, do you think Miss Bohler would call your mom if you came to school with stripes?" "I'm sorry, Miss Cream. I'm going to have to ask you to keep Camilla from school. She's too much of a distraction. And I've been getting calls from the other parents. They're afraid her stripes may get on them." Camilla was so embarrassed. "No, thank you. What she really wanted was a nice plate of lima beans. But she had laughed at it enough for a day." And there's her mom and dad talking to the principal. How do you think Camilla's feeling right now? Yes, I see," Mr. Bumble mumbled when Mr. Cream phoned the next day. "I think I better bring in the specialist. We'll be right over." Mr. Bumble brought Dr. Grop, Dr. Sponge, Dr. Cricket, and Dr. Young. "Well, it's not the mumps. It's not the measles. Definitely not chickenpox. Or a sunburn." So they each handed her a bottle of pill filled with different colored pills. Then they went out the door. What do you think happened to our Camilla Cream now that she had pills? Oh my goodness, look. That night Camilla took her medicine and it was awful. She woke up the next morning, looked in the mirror, and there, staring back at her, was a giant multicolored pill with her face on it. Oh, here come the specialists full of the doctors again. "It might be a virus or possibly some form of bacteria. Who knows?" "We need to go over these numbers again," said the doctors. They did not have a clue. By now, the TV news had found out about Camilla. Reporters from every channel were outside her house telling the story of the bizarre case of the incredible changing kid. There, I'll let you see both pictures. Look at their faces. They're so surprised. Kind of like some of your faces on Tuesday. The Creams were swamped with all kinds of remedies, from psychologists and allergists and herbalists. Oh, even so-called cure only added to poor Camilla's strange thing going on. It was hard to even recognize her. Nothing worked. One day, a woman called herself an environmental therapist and claimed she could cure Camilla. Closed her eyes, breathed deeply, and became one with your room. Oh, I wish you hadn't said that. Look, Camilla became her room. There's her lips. That person didn't cure Camilla either. What are we going to do? Cried Miss Cream, her mom. It just keeps getting worse and worse. At that moment, Mr. Cream heard a quiet knock, 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 at the front door. He opened it. Excuse me. Maybe I can help. I sure hope this lady can help, because having the stripes is no fun. She went into Camilla's room and looked around. My goodness, what have we here is a bad case of stripes. One of the worst I've ever seen. Here, this might do the trick. Are those magic beans? Oh, my no, replied the kind old woman. There's no such thing. These are just plain old lima beans. I'll bet you like some, wouldn't you? Yuck! No one likes lima beans, especially me. Oh, dear, I guess I was wrong about you. Wait! What do you think Camilla is saying to the lady? The truth is, I really love lima beans. Said Camilla. Suddenly the branches and the feathers and the squiggly tails began to appear. I'm cured, said Camilla. Yes, said the old woman. I knew the real you was in there somewhere. Then she went out and vanished into the crowd. Afterward, Camilla wasn't quite the same. Some of the kids at school said she was weird, but she didn't care a bit. She ate all the lima beans she wanted, and she never had a touch of the stripes again. So you know what? Camilla was saying, you've got to be you. Even if other boys and girls may not like lima beans and you do, you need to be you. What if someone doesn't like to play baseball and you love playing baseball? That's okay. Then you play baseball. You are you. Each of you are made in your own unique way. And so I don't want to get a bad case of stripes because we're not trying to be, friends with or be like somebody else. We want to be ourselves. So when you see Miss Bohler again, the stripes will be gone. I hope I will be back to normal because I can't be a book character and be your principal too. I love you all and have a great weekend. See you on Monday for Monday Mornings with Miss Bohler.